And off to the races we go on the last day of June. Today is June 30th, and boy, we're starting it out warm, 76 already. These nighttime lows haven't dipped any. Wouldn't you like 50-degree weather at night and maybe 80, 85 during the day? Be kind of perfect. I think you could just about fry eggs on a sidewalk at this point. It is hot. 111 is what we're expecting on the heat index side today, somewhere around 99 to 100 to be the official temperature. So stay safe if you're working outside. As we've said many, many times, work early, work late. During those midday things, make absolutely sure that you're hydrated. With all means of this, it's going to be bad. As we pull this up to look at radar this morning, as you'll see, the entire state of Mississippi, portions of Alabama, most of Louisiana, Arkansas, and Tennessee under this. And we are under this as an excessive heat warning until 9 p.m. tonight. I'm telling you, it's strong out there. That's what we're watching. We'll pay close attention and let you know all the weather that we know as it comes about to keep you up with it. Now, to our east, let's go ahead and talk about this morning. There's some severe weather for Alabama today and on into Tennessee. Mississippi looks good. No problems in the state of Mississippi. But as we look at this in Bama, we'll have this stretch here, Tuscaloosa, Utah, Demopolis, all the way over here, a level 1. Once you move up and you get to the Huntsville area, you'll move into a level 2. Now, this is going to take in Chattanooga, all of Murfreesboro, Nashville, these areas, Bowling Green, up to Evansville, Indiana, all the way up here. So Burlington, y'all are included in that. Just kind of misses Mississippi, one of the rarities of a storm there. So Alabama, y'all be prepared, level 1 to our east, and then northward into Tennessee, you will have some severe weather today. We'll watch it from behind the scenes. Should something happen, we'll let you know as we watch it. Let's go out to Collinsville, to the First Baptist Church. Get a good word this morning from Brother Ben.
The Bible says something absolutely mind-blowing in Romans 1. It says, the righteous shall live by faith. Does that statement seem a little bit strange to you? Instead of saying the word righteous, let me say it a different way. The good people shall live by faith. You see, to be righteous is to be seen as good before God, so the good people shall live by faith. But do good people live by faith? I mean, don't good people live by law? Aren't good people good because they do the good they're supposed to do? That's not what the Bible says. The Bible says the righteous shall live by faith. And here's why that's not only mind-blowing news, but also unbelievably good news. You see, we can't be righteous by the law of God. Our own righteousness has already been blown. It was blown the very first time you sinned. But we didn't just sin once. We've sinned innumerable times. And no amount of good deeds, no amount of law keeping can ever erase your sin. You may think, well, my good outweighs my bad. But that's the wrong question. The question is, do you have any bad? And if you do, you'll never be righteous in and of yourself. The only way for you and me to be righteous is by faith. In other words, the only way for you and me to be righteous is for Jesus' righteousness to be accounted to us, given to us by faith in Him. And that's exactly what happens when we put our faith in Him. The righteous shall live by faith because only those who live by faith in Jesus receive the righteousness of Jesus. So may all of His righteousness be yours. Change begins in you.
The Change Begins in You is brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville, Patrick Allen Companies, Mitchell Tire and Wrecker in Collinsville, and Mowdy Cabinetry. I see Philadelphia joining us, Hickory, even all the way to Fort Pierce, Florida. Be ready, Odie. We got Florida up and going today. He's ready for the show. We're going to kick that off at 7 o'clock, all the headlines. And, well, we both ended up at the same place at different times last night. We'll talk about that also. This is going to be a great day, I think. Just a little hot weather. So make sure, as I've said many, many times, and think about this, and we'll go more into it later, but first responders. And what I mean by that is the police, firemen, all this gear, EMT folks that are out there wear all this gear that they have to help you. It's those bulletproof vests are hot. Think of the firemen, that gear that they wear. Makes you sweat thinking about it. But they've got to do their job regardless. But think about them. They go through a lot there. As we look at this, I didn't realize this could be done, but Washington State, it is now no longer required that if a child is born exposed to drugs, they no longer have to contact Human Services. Is that good? I don't think so. It brings about that what direction is America going? And this doesn't seem the America that I like. We want to make sure that all babies are safe. They come into this world and they have a chance of it. As we look here, an Alabama woman, she's 43, arrested for kidnapping her mother. She later then pushed her off a cliff. That happened in 21. They're just now getting a hold of this evidence and following up on it. Kevin Spacey, you remember him? Big actor. He's in court this morning in London. What's he done? The same thing that happened in the United States. He's going on trial for 12 alleged sexual offenses against 4 men dating back 22 years. I think he made it out of the American side unscathed. Yeah. I think all the charges were dropped in America. What will happen in London? Maybe the same thing. We don't know. Looks like Kevin Costner's finally got his wish. His wife has finally moved out of the house. But he'll have to pay some alimony there while they wait for the divorce. A little extra money there. He's accusing her of spending $100,000 for alimony money on plastic surgery. I'm not going to comment. Now, as I talk about direction of America, this is not passed. I want to be very clear about this. This is not a law yet. It is a proposed law in Michigan. As we all try to figure out this different language, pronouns that's been thrown into America. Sometimes people get mad at you and you don't know what you've done, do you? Because, well, America, you're he, she, and that's basically it. Michigan, they have proposed, again, this is a proposal, and it is sitting there. It's called HB 4474 in the Michigan House of Representatives, where you could be charged for a felony, face 5 years in prison, and get a $10,000 fine for using the wrong pronoun and offending someone in the state of Michigan. I am not lying. Now, it's a long list of things that you couldn't say. Here's your sign. And it's a big sign. I can't even believe that this would be proposed. But somewhere America has gone astray. It is no longer straight and narrow as we see this. This is more evident here. Now, I once said the stuff that Bernie Sanders said one time when he stood up and talked about free this, free that. I thought that would never happen in America. I was wrong. Just about everything Bernie Sanders said during those campaign speeches has come to light and been adopted by those in different parties that want that for America. How do y'all feel about that? Whew. Madonna, she is seen up and Adam after being rushed to the hospital. You remember we talked about her being sick. She'd been throwing up. They're saying pretty much a grilling workout that she has to do her show, but she is out and about. Family members saying she needs to put her health before that. Travel chaos is the word we're looking for. Hitting America, 40,000 flights have been canceled. 40,000 of them. People are sleeping in the airports trying to get home or get to their destination. As this continues, that's a lot of them, isn't it? We got your forecast next as we begin today. And you're right, Teresa. Need to start reading that Bible, learning a little bit more about it. Good morning from Newton, James. We are glad to see you joining us today.
Hello, my name's Kenneth Graham, and I'm running for coroner of Lauderdale County. For over 50 years, Lauderdale County's been represented by professional and competent coroners. I would like to continue that tradition. Over the next several months, I want to educate the public on what the coroner does and dispel any myths about the coroner job. I can show you that I will be the most professional coroner there is. So please vote for me August the 8th.
Paid for by the Committee for the Election of Kenneth Graham. The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're built in,
are conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slight bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group.
Same old sound, and no one's answering. Vote for change. Vote Ben Shirley, District 81 Representative, on August 8th. Ben will answer the phone. Ben will get answers in Jackson for District 81. Ben will create jobs and promote economic development for East Mississippi.
I'm Ben Shirley, and I'm asking for your vote in the August 8th Republican primary.
Vote Ben, District 81, August 8th. Paid for by Ben Shirley.
Your forecast is brought to you by EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Main thing to remember is excessive heat today. We should have heat index up to 111. It could be up to 115 in different areas. Be cautious, be careful. As we look at our record highs and record lows, it was 101 on this date back in 31. Been a spell ago, hasn't it? Back in 23, it was a low of 55 today. Both records set a long time ago. As we look at the outlook for today, anywhere from 99 to 101. That's what we've got there, and that will continue up here through Eupora, around Starkville, even through Louisville, there at Lake Teocata, anywhere in that area as we look at this. Just remember, it starts at 100, and it could be 1 degrees either side of that. As we go east into Bamaland, we'll see that we've got 100 in Demopolis, 101 in Tuscaloosa, and even 100 in Birmingham. Hot. Montgomery coming in at 101 also. Now, we're at that level 4 when it comes to extreme risk. And this is bad. We could see this up to 115, as we mentioned. We are peaking, we think, at 111 in Meridian, but it could go as high as 115. We've got this from 10 o'clock today until 9 p.m. tonight. Again, work early to beat this heat if you've got to be outside. As we glance across, and this is going to be coming up Sunday, we'll have a level 2 and level 3 from McGee and Jackson areas there. It's hot either way. As we look toward Bamaland, oh boy, it's strong there. We even look at this over here of what we're expecting. 110 in Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, Jasper, Alabama, 112 is what predicted the highest in the state there. Even down to Troy, 103 on the heat index side. Heat stress is a major killer. Check on the elderly and young. Make sure everybody's okay in your neighborhood. Now, as I mentioned, severe weather in Alabama. It will not move into Mississippi. This is to the east of us and will travel northward into Tennessee and then on into Kentucky. And once it reaches the Nashville area, this will be a level 2 storm. If you're watching from the Nashville, Murfreesboro area, be prepared for that today. As we look across this, normal. Does that feel normal outside to you? It doesn't to me. That's what the National Weather Service is trying to pull our leg and tell us. Out to our west, more and more of the hot stuff coming our way. As we glance at our 7-day forecast, here what we've got today. 99 for today, 100 again tomorrow. 20% chance each day. A little shower could happen. As we look at Sunday, 97. Not much different there. Monday, we'll roll back in with a 40 to 50% chance of rain, depending upon how you're looking at it. As it gets closer, it'll be more defined, but a chance we could see some showers on Monday. Fireworks are either going to be July 3rd or 4th, depending upon where you are. We see that Thursday we dip into the 80s for the first time in a while. We'll hit 88, and that extended forecast will jump back to the 90s by the 8th of July, and we'll stay hovering there anywhere from 91 to 92 all the way through the 14th. That's about mid-month there through July. Hot. We do have another little fella brewing out there in the Atlantic. It's only a 10% chance, nothing to worry about at this point, away from everybody. And only a 10% chance of becoming something over the next 7 days. As we glance at our fishing forecast, the perfect time today is going to be about 9:40. Get there a little bit early, 9:20 or so. You'll be able to fish to about high noon with some great fishing results. Now, your next major time will be late tonight, 10 o'clock, after the heat settles down to about midnight there. The wind's going to be calm, becoming west-northwest around 5 in the afternoon is what that fishing forecast is, according to Chet. He knows. He fishes a lot. Calls us every day and lets us know what's going to happen. Good morning to you. I'm Scotty Ray. We're getting ready. Odie's prepared. We're going to have Jeff Tate in with us this morning. We'll learn a little bit about what goes on over the big city of Jackson. State representative, and we'll also talk about some fireworks. All that is up and coming this morning. Won't you join us? It gets underway in roughly 15 minutes from now. We'll be live with the latest headlines from our area and across the state. Join us.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners: